So it's been an interesting turn of events the last hour or so. We got to the boat ramp and we realized Ken tore up his cast net. So we had to send Antonio out to get a cast net for us. And in the meantime, Ken already had a little bit of bait in the boat. And while Antonio went and got the cast net, Ken and I decided to come out here and try our drift real quick. And we ended up boating 4 fish. And now I'm gonna see how big of a sour face Antonio is gonna give us when we get back to the boat ramp, when he realizes we caught 4 fish without him while he was out running errands for us. So we'll I'll make sure that when we pull up to the boat ramp, we show you Antonio's reaction. So we'll see you in a second. What? What? I don't know what you're talking about. We may or may not have already boated 4 fish.
Seriously?
Yeah. All right, you ready to catch some fish there, Holmes?
I'm ready.
All right. So Antonio, why don't you tell us about your cast net getting experience?
I'll pass, Martin.
Yeah.
3 stores later, hour later.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you have to go?
I found some other little bait shop.
Yeah?
Other than the one in Solon on the way over, but they didn't have it either. So
Huh.
I had to go to the one in North Liberty.
Okay.
So
All right, well, let's go catch some bait and let's go catch some fish. How do you say?
sounds good.
All right. Alright, well, we're out here in Coralville with Ken Miller, with Ken Skunk Boy Miller, and we're having a good old time today. We've got 8 fish in the boat. This happens to be the biggest one. Ken's gonna put a weight on this guy real quick and see what, this gal, and see what she weighs. She's feisty.
11-1.
11-1. Sweet. That's a good sized channel. I can catch that in a tournament any day. Look at that. She had some shoulders on her coming up. So that's what we're doing today. We're out here catching some catfish. Ken's putting us on them pretty good. Let me get her back in the water here. Bye-bye, sweetheart. And this is what we're using. This is how Ken kind of does his thing. She's got catfish slime all over that thing and everything. All right, we got nice whisker seeker hook. What is that, Ken? A 6/0?
Yep.
6/0 whisker seeker hook to a small wire leader.
Nope, Martin.
Go ahead. Sorry, we're trying to film and catch fish at the same time. The fish are interrupting. So
Nope.
how rude.
All right.
So, he's got one of these whisker seeker. What are these called, Ken?
It's just one of the floats.
Yeah, it's a whisker seeker float, and it seems like it's got a little bit of rattle to it as well. We got another leader going to a 3-way. Now, this I think Ken has down pat. This is really neat. These are split shot that are all just kind of on this little piece of mono right here. And if you get hung up, the split shot will just fall off. They'll just keep falling off and fall off, and you won't hang up your bait. I really like that. That's a good idea. And essentially, what happens is we take a piece of cut shad, we put it on the hook, and this bait just drags along the bottom just like this, and it puts it right in front of that catfish's face. So that's what we're doing out here. We're drifting about 0.3 to 0.6 miles an hour, and yeah, you can see how what it produces. Hopefully we can get a couple more of those, so stay tuned for some more action. What you got there, Antonio?
Holy basket.
You know it's a catfish. Yeah, nice little female.
Oh.
About 3 pounds, maybe.
Got a ways to go to beat yours.
What's
but...
oh, look at this. She's a little scarred up.
Yeah.
She's all spawned out.
Get her back to the water and get more.
Yeah, let's go get some more of these. You gonna put a click on the clicker there, buddy?
Do what?
Put a click on the clicker.
Count your fish.
Count your fish.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Oh. That would help.
Hey, you're back there.
Keep forgetting we have a clicker back here.
You want me to count the fish?
Sure.
Okay. And how many is that? 9 double digits, baby. That's 10 fish. Just watching rod tips and drifting along. That's all we're doing today. That's my Haffy Bridge right there. Got a couple boats out here watching us catch fish. Right, Ken?
Yep.
We're the fish magnet today. What'd that fish hit on there, Tone?
Did we figure that out? Was it the drum?
I think you put the bluegill on the outside rod.
Yeah, I think it was cut
So
drum.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was cut drum. I think the next fish, or the next time I get my bait stolen, I'm gonna put that drum head. I'll put that guy on.
I don't have much confidence in the heads of stuff.
I've caught a few. If it bleeds and smells like fish.
Keep going for that thumb button.
Yeah. Is that messed up one? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of knew when that rod went down, I was like, it might be a nice fish.
Just a nibble.
Yeah. Ken goes, yeah, it looks like you got a nibble there, buddy. Rod's doubled over.
By the way, I appreciate you bringing us out. Sure.
Yeah, we
said
really,
that before.
we really appreciate it. We appreciate the schooling, for sure. We've kind of tried to fumble our way through this, and we haven't really been all that successful. And we're definitely glad you took us out here and showed us what's what.
One of them was the drum.
Yeah. Yep. We just don't know which one.
No, I'm pretty sure that last one was drum.
You need the net again?
I don't know. He's been running at me pretty much.
Little guy.
Might, just to be safe.
Oh, he's a flipper. Another
Flipper inner.
Another female. There you go. Sweet. It's a thick one.
Oh, stop.
Another thick spawned out female.
I think that's all we got today, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's all we've been catching lately. We haven't caught a single male for a couple weeks now. All been spawned out females. It's good to see the spawns over though. Did that one go?
As soon as I made some slices in them,
Yep, I told you, man.
got picked up.
I was like, why don't you score that bluegill up a little bit? You were like, Then you finally do it and you hook one. That didn't take like 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh, your far left pole there, Tone. The funny part is I think I caught that in the background of film too. I watched that thing go. Now that one's shad, right?
Yeah.
That one's got 2 shad on it.
Yep.
Boy, this will be perfect practice for the Cedar River tournament because we can only fish 2 poles.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, watch that back there. You might be getting love tapped.
That's what Ken was saying. I'm just gonna keep the camera on yours.
Captain chair, lucky chair.
Yeah. Not diving like the last one was. I need to learn to keep the thumb off this thing and let the drag work. Come on up here, sweetheart. Yeah, I knew it wasn't small. It's a male.
Yeah. We got him. Like a pro. Whoa.
Ken acts like he's done this before. Did you just?
Yep, stuck one.
Antonio.
Hey. So, Martin, what you
I
doing?
don't know, but let me take care of this fish. Here, give me the camera, homie. There you go.
Alright.
So we just had a double. Antonio hooked that one. I hooked this one. Ken is so graciously helping me out with her. Would you look at that? Another pretty fish. Wow. Sweet. Man, we are so glad you took us out here, Ken. This is just a hoot. It seems like every time I go out on the boat with Ken, I have fun.
Because we catch fish.
Yeah.
It's a monster.
Ken, make sure we hold that thing up there, Tone.
Your arms ain't long enough to make him look big.
Oh. Well, I'll break it.
Oh man, what a hoot. This is just great. That's probably the most fun you could have with your clothes on.
Oh, man.
What's that?
I kind of hit myself when I shoved the rod in between my legs.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. It'll miss you every time.
Yeah. It's got a little burning.
All right, what do you say we get these suckers baited back up and get back out there, huh?
Real quick.
Here's Antonio with his dad's curse, catching Jose fish. Oh, it's a cute Jose fish. Well, he barely got
Barely
the
fit
hook.
the hook in his mouth.
What one was that on?
Greeny.
Was it? Nice. Oh yeah, it was that greeny chunk I put on there.
Yeah.
Yep. Cut up one of them bluegills. Yeah, they're bleeding real good. Might need to sharpen your knife a little, Ken.
Yeah, I need to put it back on the stone.
Yeah, that steel didn't do much with it. I gave it the old try, but it just wouldn't happen. Now we're drifting the other way, going back towards the bridge. Yep. Antonio couldn't help it, and he had to. Oh, it did it to you too. Click shut. At least you kept your bait this time. Mine blew off.
You said that's because of the reel?
Yeah, it's because of the handle. The handle's got so much mass that when you try to whip it, the handle goes forward and automatically closes the veil.
Spins around.
Okay.
One of the other reasons I'm not a big fan of the power handles. See, Antonio couldn't help himself and had to get one of his rods in the water.
Hey.
Well, Antonio hooked up on another one. Still hasn't caught one on his rod yet. Man, how far did you have that thing out there?
It was out
It was a ways, huh? I mean, not small. There we go. Another nice fish in the boat. Another nice female. I'll hit the clicker once. Counter. Yeah. Real healthy looking fish. Look at that. Bye-bye. Sweet. Which one did you catch that one on, Tone?
Oh, that was...
That was on Sunny, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
that was a piece of Sunny. Nice little cut bluegill. Get more of that stuff out. Nice part is we could probably catch as many bluegill as we want around here. There we go. All baited back up, and let's get them back out there. Channy. Yep, little Channy. Well, there you go. You caught one dragon on your rod. Loaded up on him pretty well too, considering your rods are like broom handles stapled to a board. Bye-bye. There's another one in the boot. All right, Antonio's hooked up with a little heavier of a fish here. Well, that pole went down hard. Please be a biggin. Oh, yeah. It's a little bigger.
Yeah, I'll just bring him up to you.
If you can control him. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. See, all you folks at home, sometimes, it's a weird thing about catfish, sometimes the way they bite aren't always indicative to how big the fish is, but that one, that one bit it like a big fish, and he was a big fish.
I just about thumbed him right on that hook.
Oh, you hooked him in the mouth. Look at that.
I think it's safe to say he did it.
Yeah, he definitely hooked himself. Holy cow. He just came down and slammed it. Wow, what a nice fish. Look at that. Hold on, let me turn the camera off real quick, and then I'll take a snapshot. All right, we got done taking pictures.
Come on.
I got that on video. He's not done. He's a big male.
Well,
Sure.
Look at that.
stick a
Yeah.
thing in there.
I'm gonna give him. What was mine? 11?
Yeah, he's maybe
I'll give him 9.
Yeah.
I'll give him 9. He's just slightly smaller than mine.
Active.
There. There's an actual spot for
It hit 8. 8 on the nose.
it. 8-0.
Yep.
8-0.
Nice.
Yep, that's a nice cat.
That is a beautiful cat.
Alright, well,
Wow.
craving hobos, but not with this one.
Yeah. When have we haven't had catfish hobos in a while, have we? It's been about 2 weeks. What do you think of that one, Tone? Talk to us.
Satisfied now.
Yeah, you're good?
Yeah.
You could go to sleep happy
I
now?
want bigger now, but
Yeah. there are some monsters in this
take
res.
my nap now.
The thing is, you didn't catch it on your pole.
Yeah.
Now you got to catch a big one on your pole. Was that on a bluegill?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Good. Well, let's cut up another one and get those baits back out. We'll see you guys in a little bit. So we're done with our little adventure today, and we boated 17 fish. A lot of those fish were actually pretty decent size. And let's see, to take away from this day, I learned a couple things. One, the bait doesn't matter. It's the method that you're using what matters. We threw everything from shad to green sunfish to what else?
Buff.
Yeah, we had
Not buff.
we had drum. We caught a cut drum, and everything that we had, we caught fish
I'm actually
on.
on my way back home.
So we're actually pretty excited about that. It really doesn't matter as long as it's bloody and it's fresh. That's one of the best things. The other thing is speed is critical. You got to remember that you have to freaking go, under a certain mile an hour to catch these fish. You want those baits dragging on the bottom. Every now and then you'll see your rod do a little tick every now and then. So you want those baits to be dragging on the bottom. You want your rod tip to be a little active. The other thing is, don't open your clickers, because it really doesn't matter. It's not really going to work, so don't even worry about it. Those fish will hook themselves. What we were doing is, we were targeting active fish. We're not throwing baits out there to, fish that are just lumbering around. No, these are fish that are actively seeking baits and want to chase our baits down. The other thing is, I like Ken's sinker system. I like the way he's got that set up. It's the multiple split shot on there, so you could lose a couple split shot off of that inside of a rock snag or something like that, and that rig will still be on the bottom. It'll still stay on the bottom, even with a couple split shot missing. Not only that, but it keeps you from getting snagged too bad. If you get snagged inside of a rock, you just lose a couple split shot, you're still fishing. The other thing is, check your baits often. There were multiple times that we never got a hit on a certain rod. We noticed that, we pulled our baits up, and there was nothing on there. So dragging them along like that, sometimes the bait will get ripped off. Sometimes a fish will nip it off, and you won't even notice that there's no bait there, or notice that the fish, you know, took the bait. So those are a couple of things that I took away from it. What do you think, Tone?
You summed it up pretty well.
Yeah.
Baits didn't matter today.
Yeah, it's all about the
I
method.
thought it would, but it's not. It didn't.
Yeah, it's the method of fishing, I think, that, you know.
Yeah, speed's crucial. I did notice that when we were going, let's see, I'm gonna say this backwards probably. When we were going upriver, leaving a scent trail behind us, he was at 0.5 miles an hour. When we were going downriver, not leaving a scent trail, he did slow it down to about 0.2, 0.3.
Yep.
I'm guessing that's just giving them more time since they didn't have the scent trail to follow. But
And not only that, but one of the things I noticed too, and one of the things that Ken pointed out to me, was we caught a lot more fish, and a lot bigger of fish, drifting upriver. What I mean by that is we were drifting with the boat, with the nose of the boat going upriver. So what that was doing was, it was leaving that scent trail in the water, washing down current, so the fish could come across that scent trail, find it, and find the bait a lot easier. When we were drifting downriver, I noticed that we caught less fish, and you know, that was the biggest reason right there, was the fact that, you know, we weren't leaving as long of a scent trail as we were when we were going upriver. That's another crucial thing that I noticed. Not only that,
reality, we weren't leaving a scent trail at all.
Pretty much, no, we weren't leaving a scent trail. We were just kind of running over fish with the baits is what was happening, as opposed to those fish being out there and then smelling it and finding it. We pretty much had to run over the fish for them to bite. So those are the things that we kind of took from this whole thing. We kind of knew a little bit about it before we went into it, but we didn't know as much as putting our hands on it and actually doing it and being taught personally how to do it. Hopefully, later on tonight, Antonio wants to go out and try this method out. Yeah, he really does. He does. He just doesn't know it yet. And after he gets a little sleep, we'll probably go out and try it out. So we will, we're gonna sign off here. We're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching the video, watching our adventure, and we hope to see you again in Iowa's Outdoors.